Hey, it's Maggie. This video is not going up on time as planned. I'm sorry. It is September 23rd, I think. Yeah, 23rd. And the prompt for the 21st is paper tearing, which I failed at. When I was designing this in my head, I was kind of thinking, oh, well, I could tear the paper on angles, kind of like for like a zigzag effect. And then I made like a template with my cardstock, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's not going to work for paper tearing. So I just went with it and saved paper tearing for another day, I guess. So I made my template out of just white cardstock. And I just used a ruler and a pencil. I just kind of did whatever I wanted. My background's going to be the brown cardstock. And I'm just going to leave empty spaces for the cardstock to show through. So like the number 2 spot will be the cardstock. And I think the number 5 spot will be another section of cardstock. So this week has been very crazy and hectic and stressful. I haven't had much time to scrapbook. My son has COVID. I have a cold. I'm just hoping it doesn't turn into COVID. I took a test. It's negative. So that's pretty much the layout right there. Solid. And I'm still like thinking, like, what am I going to do? I have one more strip to cut, and it's going to be that yellow asterisk-y paper. It's not flowers. It's like little tiny, almost like dandelion seeds. So that's going on the very bottom. And this paper is by Heidi Grace. I don't know if any of you remember her. I looked for a date on the paper pad, and there wasn't a date, but it's older than my daughter. Let's say that. My daughter's 17. Excuse me. So I'm just erasing the pencil marks that you can see. I'm always kind of surprised when I come up with a design that I haven't seen before. And I'm like, wow, this is really good. But then the final product, I'm not real crazy about. And I don't know if it's the colors of the paper. I don't know. But I'm not in love with this layout as much time as it took. So I may try it again. I have the templates that I made with the cardstock. So, that part's done already. So I may try it again. Different papers, different pictures. I like the idea of the layout, like the zigzags or whatever you want to call them, but I think it's the papers. I'm very sorry, excuse me. So I'm putting that away. And here's my pictures. This is the next day now, because the background took me so long. This is pictures of the high school. That's a puddle, actually. It's not a lake or a pond. It's a puddle. We had, I'm very sorry. We had a very big storm. This was in May of this year. So we had the thaw of the winter and lots and lots of rain. And these teenagers decided they were going kayaking in the puddle. And my title that I was thinking of is Kayakers in a Puddle. But the inna gets dropped. And then I put the puddle away. And then it's just Hello Kayakers. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I decided to maybe move it and, no. Just wasn't loving it. I pull out some Freckled Fawn old embellishment kits and use what I can. Those epoxy triangles I liked, but the colors didn't really go. On a lot of them, they were too bright. So I used what I could. I got those vellum arrows. They're pretty cool. Now I just have a Vicky B sticker sheet. And I'm just picking out the flowers and stuff that work. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing very well. That says, make good use of today. And then I have a Tim Holtz Chit Chat sticker, the snarky ones. And I pick out the one that says, I meant to behave, but there were so many other options. Because, you know, they're teenagers and they should have been going into their first hour class, but instead they're kayaking in a puddle. Ugh, teenagers. So I'm just kind of filling in. I'm still not in love with the layout at this point. I do like the rose gold stickers that I have running down the page, the hello and the leaves. So yeah, so I'm putting the puddle away. And I think about moving the title down so it's closer to the picture. But no, don't like it. So it stays where it is. And I looked up the spelling because it looks weird of kayakers, and it's not in the dictionary. So I looked up kayak, and underneath that is kayakers, and it's spelled right, but it just looks weird. Well, then I found this little canoe sticker, and that's from One Canoe Too. I like those daisies. And there's some stars on there. I thought about putting the stars out, but I'm like, it's not nighttime. So I'm just writing the date, spring 2022. Now I'm looking for dots. Can you believe I don't have any cream dots? These ones that I'm putting on are actually super pale pinkish purple. Excuse me. But I mean, they pass as like a off-white creamish. And now I'm just outlining the arrows to give them a little bit more definition. And the close-ups are coming up. And I'm sorry this is late. And I'm sorry I didn't do the paper tearing. But I do paper tearing quite often, so I feel like I'm forgiven. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.